So you're telling me we have a brand new Pixar movie all about loving animals? Oh yeah, you can sign me up right now. My name is Randy and we are here to review the latest installment to the Disney Pixar franchise, Hoppers. Now look, I'm the type of person that I'm going to get excited for a Pixar movie whenever it's coming out. And we have a lot coming out pretty soon. The likes of Toy Story 5, The Incredibles 3, as well as some original stories as well, like Oh No and Gato. But going into the latest installment, Hoppers, I was a bit reserved because I gotta be honest, when I first saw the trailer, I was not overly excited about it. It looked quirky. It looked a little weird, but obviously, I'm going to go in optimistic because I'm such a huge fan of the Pixar franchise. So going into it, I just went in open-minded and kind of crossed my fingers and said, hopefully, with all the great reviews that this movie is getting, we're going to be in for a good one. I had my popcorn, I had my candy, and that's something I don't do every time I go to the theater. It's got to be a special movie for me to go all out, get a drink, popcorn, candy, all that stuff. This was a special movie. And now you guys are obviously here to watch and listen to what I have to say about the film and whether I think it was a good Pixar movie or not. And here's my take on it. It's a good film. It's a really great family film. There are some funny moments in this one, although I feel like the comedy is getting overhyped just a little bit. I found myself chuckling. I laughed at a few parts. But a lot of people are saying the comedy stole the show for them, and I didn't find it overly funny. When I went and watched Inside Out 2, I was cackling on the floor I think I was 26 when I saw that movie. As a 26-year-old man, I was cackling on the floor. That movie didn't do this to me, but there were still some very funny moments throughout. I'm going to try to keep this spoiler-free so you guys can watch my full review and go see the movie yourself. Use my review to figure out if this is a movie you do want to go see. So Hoppers is all about this like 18, 19-year-old girl, Mabel, who has fell in love with nature through her relationship with her grandmother, who early on in the movie, you know if it's a Disney movie, what's going to happen to an older character more than likely. But this nature addiction has become a dividing factor between Mabel and her community, as the mayor, Jerry, played by the wonderful John Hamm, he's building this new highway that's going to go right over this glade that Mabel and her grandma would sit at and appreciate nature and all of that good and fun stuff. Mabel obviously is not cool with this, so she stands in the way of them, and she's trying to figure out how she's going to stop Mayor Jerry from building this super highway. She runs into a professor of hers who's working with some other kind of grad students, and they have this new technology where they can take their mind and put it into a mind of an animal. Yes, very Avatar-like, and yes, they do poke fun at that in the movie. Mabel gets her hands on this technology and wants to use it to bring a beaver back to the glade, which she was told that if a beaver goes back, all the animals will return. And it sets us into this journey of Mabel fully understanding what it's like in the animal environment and how animals operate, and seeing this whole other side of the world through the eyes of a beaver. It's an enjoyable story. I think it gives us one of the most terrifying Pixar villains at the end of the day, and the twist is one that you're going to want to stick around for. That's what really makes this movie special, is the twist. I don't think anyone expected to see what was coming. There is one scene in particular that definitely catches you off guard. All I'm going to go is, and you'll know if you have seen the movie, no one was expecting that. That was one of the moments that my jaw was on the floor and I had to pick it up, and I was just like, no way. This movie has such a good cast. You have Piper Curda as Mabel. You have Bobby Manaham as King George, which King George steals the show in this one. Absolutely hilarious character. I would love to see more of him. Dave Franco is the Insect Queen's child. You'll have to watch the movie to hear more about that. And overall, it just, the characters they introduce, the animals they introduce, they're cute, they're funny, and it does work. And at the end of the day, they really do share another great message of deforestation and also what it means to fully put your trust in someone. When you feel like this person is a complete stranger, that's what King George is all about, is he trusts anyone and everyone that he meets because he wants to see the good in people. So that it's a movie that has a great message, and Pixar really did great with this one, because a few of their movies as of late have felt lackluster. This one, to a lot of people, feel really special, but the question is, does it feel special to me? If you want to go see my full Pixar movie rankings, I'm going to put a link in the description down below. They are on X, although I need to update it with Hoppers now after I've seen that. I have a lot of hot takes. I've got Incredibles very low. I have WALL-E very low. You're just going to have to go check out the list and read my notes in that one. Obviously, everyone's got differing opinions. We're going to disagree from time to time. Where would I put Hoppers? I would put Hoppers, out of 29 Pixar films that have released, I would put Hoppers at 19. That is right after Toy Story 4, and that is right before Luca. I think that's a good spot for it. Hoppers is enjoyable. I do think you should go to the theater and check it out. I think you should take your family. The kids are going to love it. The parents will find some of it funny as well. But it's not a movie that breaks the wheel when it comes to Pixar franchises or memorable Pixar moments. There was never that one thing in this movie that flipped a switch for me to take it to the next level, to compete with some of the best, especially recent movies like Up or Inside Out 2, I thought was absolutely terrific. You could also throw, obviously, Coco, you could say, is one of the better Pixar movies as of late. It just never got there for me where I was like, oh yeah, this is an instant classic. Overall, you can check out my full Letterboxd written review. The link is in the description as well. I'm going to give this a 3.5 out of 5 stars. And that pretty much goes along with what I've been saying about it. It's a very solid installment into the Pixar franchise. So far this year, in the year 2026, I have seen 7 films, and it ranks 6th out of 7 films right now, right behind Primate, which was a terrifying monkey movie, and right before Bone Temple, which is the only film I've seen this year that I did not enjoy. So while it got a 3.5, which is a solid score, everything else I've seen has been 4 or higher, which kind of puts it at that low score ranking. Let me know what you guys thought of Hoppers down in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. I do hope to be providing you guys with more of my cinematic reviews and television series reviews. I always love sharing my opinions. I love cinema. And I can't wait until the next installment of the Pixar franchise when Toy Story 5 comes out this summer.